Is we live? Is we live? Is we live? What's up? Is we live? Hey guys, make sure you hit the like button on the way in. We're gonna be talking about this child custody and moving out of state. Is it possible to do that? I've been seeing a lot of information. Hey Liz, I have been seeing a lot of information out here on these YouTube streets where people are saying that royalty is kidnapping the children. And for YouTube purposes, YouTube, hey Miss Thing, YouTube, this is for entertainment purposes and this is for educational purposes because we're going to be talking about the child custody and can the parent take the child out of state? The custodial parent, the main custodial parent, take the child out of state. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So hit the like button on the way in and for YouTube purposes, YouTube, this is for entertainment purposes and this is also for educational purposes because this is, I see a lot of people out there talking about this. So this is something I definitely wanted to discuss. And I have been researching earlier today and been reading different articles. I love law, y'all. So this is something that I really enjoy reading up on. So, hey, Live with Royalty, excuse me, Loyalty. So we're going to be talking about whether or not, can royalty move out of state? Obviously she can, but we're going to kind of go into detail and show why she can do this. Because like I said, I'm seeing a lot of people out there saying that she's not allowed to. I see in the comments where seen in some comments where people were saying that she didn't get permission from CJ to do so, he does have joint custody with her that we're aware of because we haven't established that. We have not seen the records. Hey Wanda, we've not seen any of the records, so we're just assuming that that girl Jenny, so we're just assuming that they do have joint physical custody because there's different forms of custody, but we're assuming that they have joint custody because CJ had them for a week and then Royalty had them a week. So y'all, let's go on and get into it. Can Royalty actually take the kids out of the state and move to another state? I've been seeing a lot of people saying that she's on vacation. I heard that Mama So Cool addressed it. I don't even know why she trying to address it because she don't know nothing about the law, because if she did, she would have stayed out of trouble. I'm just gonna say that. She would have stayed out of trouble, and so she the last person to be speaking on some law, okay? So I had been doing some research and I saw Nothing But the Truth video about 20 minutes ago, and I said, yeah, she was looking at one of the articles that I was looking at as well. But um the question remains is that is Royalty allowed to take the kids out? Basically, what was said when they went to court. We don't know any of that. So we're just, assuming, and we're just basing everything off of, hypothetically. This could have been what happened because we really don't know. And just keeping in mind that everything that we discuss is allegedly. This is for entertainment purposes and it is for educational purposes, YouTube, just to keep that in mind. So when it comes to Royalty moving, we know that CJ has, assuming CJ has part custody and Royalty has part custody. So, in my research from what I was reading, she is required before she goes to the court to speak with the other parent that has custody, which will be CJ, and ask him, would he agree to her moving out of state? Well, we know that he would not agree to her moving out of state. Then Royalty would go through her lawyer and, petition the court and let the court know that she wants to move out of the state of Nevada, and this is under NRS 125C.006 and NRS 125C.00065. A parent is required to gain permission from their counterpart or the court if they are relocating their residence to a place outside of this state. So we're talking about Nevada is what we're reading on. In other words, a parent must be permanently moving their residence in order for Nevada's location laws to apply. A parent will not be required to meet the relocation standard if, for example, they are simply taking a child on a vacation to California or some other place beyond our borders. So remember when CJ took, hey, Michelle, remember when CJ took the kids to California, he didn't have to give permission because it's just a vacation. So he didn't really have to consult with Royalty. Although we didn't agree and, didn't think it was in the best interest of him to take them, he was allowed to do that by law. So that's why he did that. This often causes confusion between parents as it is common for a party to believe that a child cannot be taken out of the state at all without permission. This is not the case. So, moving a child, so this is talking about moving a child within a state, Nevada. So, we're not going to be talking about that. We're talking about moving out. So, like I said, when Royalty did petition the courts, because she had to, because I'm sure CJ allegedly did not give her permission, she had to go to the court. And then when you go to the courts, you have to prove as to the reason why. Why are you wanting to move out of the state? Why do you want to move them away from their dad? She can move out of state. One of the, yep, that's it. That's it. Light bright. That is definitely some of the factors, and she's, of course, she's got to prove those factors. Factors the court will consider when deciding if a child may be moved out of Nevada. Remember, YouTube, this is for educational purposes. The factors which the court will consider in a child move away case are found in NRS 125C.007. Pursuant to this statute, a parent who wishes to relocate and does not have the consent of the counterpart, which is CJ, must meet two-part test. First, they must demonstrate, pursuant to NRS 125C.007, one, that there exists a sensible good faith reason for the move, and the move is not intended to deprive the non-relocating parent of his or her parenting time. So, meaning, Royalty had to prove to the court that she had to give a good reason as to the reason why she wants to leave the state of Nevada, and it can't be it can't have a negative impact on CJ, although we really don't believe CJ should be around the kids or anything, but the courts doesn't look at it like that, obviously, in the state of Nevada. Also, you have to the court's going to look at the best interests of the child are served by allowing the relocating parent to relocate with the child. So it's got to be in the best interest of the child. Now, what's the best interest of the child mean? We know what we can name 100 reasons why the best interest of the child. We can start with one, the instability with their dad. He's not stable at all. So that could be another reason. All the drama that's circulating around him from Lexi, Nike, and we can just throw Tabby in there. So that's another reason. And then again, the harassment of her other children in school. Hey, Storm. So we can go on for days with reasons why that she can, petition to the court, and then the court can look at those reasons. The courts want to see objective reasons. They want to look and see everything, not just your opinion. They want to see some facts. Oh, and then let's not forget the fact that he's out there waving GUNs and stuff. It's a million reasons that she most likely had when she went to court. Again, this is for educational purposes and entertainment purposes, because we don't know. We're just trying to figure this out, and hypothetically speaking. And then another reason, the child and the relocating parent will benefit from an actual advantage as the result of the relocation. So keeping that in mind. So those are three things that are listed in this article as to why. It can be the child and the relocating parent will benefit. So they're going to all benefit from this move. So we can say, for example, it's going to be beneficial because it's going to be a more healthy environment. The kids need a change, she might have some more opportunities out there job wise. So, all of those factors have to be considered when you're, going to the petition to court, because we know that CJ wouldn't approve of this, and I hate the fact that she would even have to get permission from him anyway, the nerve. Yeah, I'm so happy for Royalty and her family. It's nothing but all the way up from here. Exactly. So, why does my internet keep acting silly? Because this is crazy. Defamation and harassment, exactly, to her and her kids. All of those things, hey, sure, all of those things make a big difference. So when people are sitting there and making these ridiculous videos, y'all, I'm just like, has anybody read the law? I mean, it's on the internet. It's Google. It's on Google all day long. All they got to do is just go up and pull up the law. The laws pursuant NRS 125C, which deals with the best interest of the child, .0071. I mean, it's right out there on the internet. It's not hard to read and understand it. It's not hard to break down. You just got to take some time and read and understand what you're reading. But for people to get out there and say that she's taking, them away, and she's kidnapping, she's not gotten permission, that could be the furthest thing from the truth. Hey, Cashel, that could be from North Carolina, Charlotte. Okay, that could be the farthest thing from the truth, because she did not break any court orders, anything set in place. She had a reason to move, and guess what? The judge obviously agreed with the reason because guess what? She's on that road. She's on the road and she's packed up everything. So this, are you moving to Vegas? Ducey, I'm moving out to Vegas. Oh, are you moving to Vegas? I can already see him do a video. Exactly. And then another thing that lets me know that that he can't speak on any of this because she's for her to seal them records, obviously that means that there's a gag order in place as well. So that means Mark's, hey Mark, so that means to me, allegedly, and again, this is for educational purposes, that means he's not even allowed to speak on it because baby, he is not even out saying a word, honey. I've been checking. I said, okay, so when he gonna put a video out? When is he gonna put something up in his IG stories? He's not done any of that, y'all. So that leads me to believe, allegedly, that he can't speak on anything because his mouth is shut. Hey Shauna, so crazy. Live. So we on here, like I said, talking about this child custody, and people are assuming that she cannot take those kids out of state, and with her having, CJ as being having joint custody together, she would have to get permission from him. But considering he most likely said no, that's when she petitioned the court, baby. And she proved to the court that it would be in the best interest of her and her children. And like Liz said, harassment and defamation, because that was in another article that I read. I don't read so many articles. When I went to try to save it, I couldn't find it when I went back to him, so I could copy and paste the article and send it to my email so I could open it up. I couldn't find them. But yeah, defamation of character, him harassing royalty, all of those things, those are reasons that she can present to the court, the judge, for him to make his determination. And he's obviously, he or she's obviously made their determination and said it was okay for her to move because it would be in the best interest. All of that foolishness that's been going on, there's no judge that's going to sit there and not support what's going to be in the best interest of the kids. And we don't even know, y'all, to be honest. I'm going to just put this out here again for educational purposes and entertainment purposes. We don't even know if CJ can be around them anymore. We don't even know that. Okay, that's the thing. We don't even know what is going on because, like I said, he ain't said not one word. So that's what's kind of blowing my mind right now. And I'm like, he ain't said nothing. So we don't even know if he's allowed to be around them unsupervised. Usually when a parent moves out of state, then guess what? The absent parent is usually going to be the one to get them on the holidays, all kind of fall breaks, spring breaks, Christmas breaks, and summers. We don't even know if he's got any of that right now. We don't even know what that order says because it's sealed. So, hey, Georgia. So the fact that they've moved they're moving out of state, because that's what she said, although people talking about she's on vacation. What is people? I said, oh my God, what am I seeing? Comments. She took him. She wasn't supposed to take him. Child, come on now. Because if she took them and the court order, hadn't been put in place, or they still had this issue going on, then she would get in trouble for leaving. That was also in several articles that I read, so she definitely knew what she was doing. She had the right lawyer that had everything in place, in motion, and knew what to do and understood her wishes and what she wanted to accomplish. And baby put that in motion, and guess what? Sealed the deal literally, where she is gone, y'all, and them records is sealed. Okay, so can't nobody CJ can probably talk about it to other people, but he can't get on camera and do all that running his mouth, and I seen where what's her name, Lexi, she gonna say, let me see, I don't know if I can pull it up on my tablet. She said something about I think I can pull it up. Here it is. What did she say? I'm gonna put fight on. Okay, check her stories out. You will see. She gonna say fight on. What I'm like, what's she talking about? Fight on. What I mean, what are you saying? Hey Wanda, what is she talking about? Fight on. I was like, exactly, sure. I seen that. I said, what's that supposed to mean, honey? Don't get yourself in trouble. And like I said, she start filing lawsuits against them because all the stuff that they've done allegedly. She's got some grounds to stand on. Hey, Pebble, she's got some ground to stand on, to be honest. She really does. So I don't even know why this girl it's like she hates her so much. Thank you, Wanda, for joining. She hates this girl so much, Royalty so much, and she's not done anything to her. She's gone now. So what is all of this nonsense about? She just needs to sit down and just close her mouth and figure out what she gonna do. Because I'm looking at her page right now and it says buy, sell, invest. Girl, what are you buying? What is she buying? What is Lexi buying? And then what are you in selling? You ain't selling nothing. And then invest. Girl, you ain't got two pennies to rub together here. So how you gonna invest in anything? Okay. I bet we all got more money than her sitting in our bank accounts. So I'm gonna need for her to close her mouth. So straight hater, straight hater. She's a straight hater. Lexi a straight hater. And she needs to leave royalty alone, so she, like I said, she needs to close her mouth, because she don't know, like I said, what kind of lawsuits is coming for all of them. They don't know. Hello, CEO Meal Mom, 24K. So like I said, y'all, we on here talking about royalty and her move, and whether it was okay for her to do this move. And in fact, it is okay, because 10 times out of 10, CJ did not agree on her moving out of state, because that would be something that she would have to do, get permission from him. And of course, we knew he wasn't going to agree with it. So then she would then petition the court, which she did, obviously. And it has to be, in the best interest of the kids. It has to be, the judge looks at a bunch of different reasons, y'all. So from all the different articles that I was reading, they're not going to just look at one specific thing. They're going to look at a lot of different factors that was presented before them, and then they're going to pull from that and make their decision. They're not going to say, oh, because CJ, he doesn't like royalty and he's doing this and doing that to her. They're going to look at all of those things, and everything that's been going on over the last year is the reason why she's moving out of state now. And like I always say, he's so smart. And hey, bro, Ray Mail, how you doing? He's so smart, he's stupid. He was doing all of this stuff trying to make her look bad, when in fact he was somebody said that too, I read that, when in fact he was helping her build her case all along, and he didn't know. And guess what? Royalty had the right lawyer to put all that together and flip the script on him, y'all. That lawyer, whoever she was, I remember I remember her name a little bit, but not enough to say her name. I should have screenshot it, but it don't matter. But that whoever her lawyer was, she laid all of that out and put all of that together and flipped the script on him. So that's why he's sitting over with mud in his face and can't say a word at the same time. So the fact, like I said, that royalty's gone and she's moving on with her life and everything, just shows that she knew how to sit back, chill. And then when she got the right lawyer, because whoever that lawyer she had before wasn't in her best interest, and when she got the right lawyer, that lawyer, she put it all together and sealed the deal. My thing is that if Royce and CJ was never married, she already had full custody. That's true. I'm glad you said that. She be queen forever, because I did read something else, because I was thinking about this when it came to Jamie. It said that if a parent is not within their life, has no contact with the child 6 months after the family is not together, whatever, then they would not have a right. So Jamie's been gone. CJ, he didn't let that time go by. You see what I'm saying? He kept calling it. So somebody told him what to do, obviously. He was probably already in contact with a lawyer. Somebody already told him what to do. So he maintained that contact and kept posting videos talking about he want to see them. So he knew what to do. So therefore, that's why he was able to do what he did, to go to court and establish, paternity. Well, they didn't have to establish. They just basically said yes. He's just basically said, I'm the father, and of course she's the mom and everything. And that's how he was able to do that. Now, if he was MIA for 6 months or more, then it would have been an issue. She could definitely have fought that, because I did read that in an article as well. I was like, well, what if he wasn't around? And then, like I said, in researching and reading different articles, about 8 or 10 articles, I did run across that. So that's why he's able to do that. So, and we know he's not that smart to have known that somebody told him that. For Lexi to be put in her place, she definitely needs to be taken to court for all the stuff that she's done, everything from Dale to defamation of character and to the attack, all of those things. Royalty just wants to put this stuff behind, and I understand that, because she doesn't want all of this on her and following her and carrying all of that weight on her. But yeah, Lexi, she's lucky, and but that doesn't mean that it still won't be addressed. It still will not be addressed. And like I said, I don't know if Nevada is Nevada. Let me look this up. Is Nevada a Commonwealth state? Because if Nevada was a Commonwealth state, then if they had is Nevada is a Commonwealth. If they had called a police on or anything like that, and then after what had happened, then it would have been picked up by the Commonwealth. Now, so Nevada's not a Commonwealth state. No, it's gonna be Massachusetts, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. Cause baby, these Commonwealth states, they he and CJ too. What am I saying? CJ too. They would have got with his behind too because all of this acting a fool out there, ain't no way. Yes, Sharonda, I'm back because, like I said, I have been seeing all of these different comments, and thank y'all for confirming my thought. Yes, I have been seeing Jamie could have seen his children. He could have seen them if he really wanted to, and even offer support. So his chances. The kids are older now, so they're old enough to say to the court if it ever came down to it. They're old enough to say, "Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them," or "No, I don't want anything to do with them." You see what I'm saying? They old enough to say that now, so that wouldn't even be an issue. They can speak for themselves because then at 11 or 12 where they can make that decision. Don't quote me on it. I read that a long time ago. It might have changed since then because that was years ago. When I was interested in going to law school because I want to be a prosecuting attorney. Child. That's what I wanted to do. So that's the reason why I love law and reading up on these different laws. Couldn't Royalty put a protective order for the she? I think she could have. So then CJ would be able to be around the kids. Yeah, exactly. She could have put a protective order against Lexi, and then that way CJ could be around them and not have Lexi around. But remember when he was in that house before where he had an accident at, and she said she did not want Lexi around. Remember, they were saying little things that would insinuate that Lexi was around, even though Royalty said she didn't want Lexi around. So I think he would have still tried to pull something like that. Tavy's sister and Tavy's sister friend and all of them are all over CJ. I wouldn't be. Yeah, I seen where her sister's in town or whatever. So I did see that. And over, like I said, CJ, y'all, his preference would have been to have Royalty. He don't want none of them people around. They just there filling that void, and he's still gonna be heartbroken. But she got the nerve to want to sue Roy. She can't sue her for harassment. Wanda, I don't know where she's getting that in her brain, and who's filling her head up with this. She cannot sue. How is you know what I'm saying? I don't know where these people are getting that from. Talking about she's harassing Royalty. They basically what they're doing is trying to flip the script. They're not that smart. Okay, they're not that smart. They're trying to pick anything that they can to try to give them some leverage. No, they don't have any leverage. Nothing to stand on. She can take at the court all she want and get laughed at, and hold up, and then mess around. That's what'll happen. Then mess around. Royalty go to court, and then she start bringing up everything that she did to her. So she might want to step back. That's what she might want to do is step on back. Because, baby, if you go drawing attention and talking about she did this and she did that to me, and then Royalty has to come to court, and then Royalty be like, oh, okay, so while we here, let me go to bring guess up what you did, and this and what you did, and that what you did, and then guess what? They gonna investigate it, and then Lexi gonna be looking good and stupid. So she might want to back up and just let bygones be bygones and go on about her business. Cause again, it could flip and turn on her. Miracles work backwards. What she thinks is gonna be meant for bad, baby, it'll flip around and be for the good for Royalty. So, like I said, these people don't think. They don't think. They just out there running their mouth and not sitting down and really thinking about this. Because if they really think about it, let me just sit on down and not say a word because this could go a whole different way. But people are so smart, they stupid these days. And remember, guys, this is for entertainment purposes and for educational purposes, especially when it's dealing with court proceedings and understanding how the system works and stuff. Because a lot of these people just getting on here yapping and not making no sense. Like I said, if anybody's in the bushes, go read up on the Nevada laws, NRS 125C.007. 2 and 1 regarding relocation. When a person wants to relocate and it being for the best interest of the child, for the developmental needs of the child, the physical needs of the child, the ability of a parent to meet the child's needs, and the need of the child to maintain a relationship with their siblings, and then also the physical and mental health of each parent. So we know the mental health is going to be best served for Royalty as the parent not in the state of Nevada anymore. It's not a peaceful place for her anymore. So that's one. Then the physical needs of the child, the best interest, they don't need to be around all of that. So that's 2 factors that she could have presented to the judge. And then the developmental needs, maybe it could be, a better school down there, anything. And for all the kids, all 5 kids. And then, like I said, the needs of the child to maintain a relationship with their siblings. You can't very well move the other kids out and then not take the twins. They're a unit. They're together. They depend on each other. They, are a family. So the judge is looking at all of that. So whenever, like I said, other people want to get on there and just make senseless statements about stuff, you really need to think about what you're saying. Just getting on there talking just so people can get on your side and then comment. Come on now. You can just put up a video of some of royalty and the kids walking around in a park somewhere, one of her videos, and just let the music play and get some views for that if that's what you're trying to do. But if you're gonna really honestly and look at this whole picture, you want to present some factual information. And the stuff that I'm seeing is just plain BS, y'all. It's just BS. Um, but yeah, so like I said, it just doesn't make sense. And I heard, like I said, the mama so cool, Revi, she was saying that she can't take them out, because I was looking at one of her recent videos. That wasn't the right one. So I may have to go back and look at the other one and find out more about what that person has said in the comments, because I really didn't see what she was saying. But on top of that, Three Ring Circus, and he is the ringmaster. Exactly, Liz. But on top of that, why would Ravi even care? That's the next question. Because the reason I'm saying this is because when you saw what Lexi did, you couldn't have thought that was right. And I'm speaking about Revi. She couldn't have thought that was right. You couldn't have thought that was right. And you didn't say anything. But guess what? Now that royalty's moving, now you want to have something to say. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. She can't. You think I'm gonna be biased and side with somebody who did not have the best interests of my grandkids and doing some things that I didn't like? You think I'm gonna be biased toward that individual? Ain't nowhere in the world, honey. Ain't nowhere in the world. And again, it just goes to show the level of thinking, y'all. My goodness, some of these people. Education is fundamental. Did she graduate from high school, y'all? At least from high school. I ain't saying people got to go to college. College ain't for everybody. But did she even graduate from high school? Because, like I said, for her to have said something like that, that's crazy. Stepping back for real, for real. So let me read some of these comments. I thought the Gums went back to Gary to see her man surprise her mom and sell out of state. I seen that. I was like, what in the ghetto stuff is going on down here? Parking lot had grass growing out through. The parking lot had grass growing all through it. I said, ain't nobody even repaved this parking lot in 25, 30 years. My goodness. Exactly. Gums only go back to Gary when it's time for that Section 8 inspection. Do they do it once a year? I thought they do Section 8 inspections once a year. Or I guess it depends on the state. Or if the landlord could have monthly inspections too. So they could have something to do with it. And child, y'all. And if she's been there a year, she can transfer her Section 8. She can transfer her Section 8 after to Vegas if she wants to. She can transfer it after and just move into another house, because she would not be able to stay in that place that she's at right now. Lexi drove Nike to fight royalty. She kicked her mom. Exactly. And taunted her on the internet. So sit down. Exactly. So like I said, Alexis Loam, whatever her name is, I would suggest, that she should sit down and close her mouth and quit letting these people pump her and hype her up, talking about she can sue her for harassment, because like I said, what it's gonna do, it's gonna flip. It's gonna flip around and turn over, because you don't go after people that's not bothering you. You don't do that, because what's that old saying? When you go look for trouble, you gonna go get it. You never go to a fight. You never go to a fight. That girl don't know nothing. Never go to that fight. You always let fight, meaning that, drama, YouTube drama. I'm talking about drama. Fight meaning going to drama. You never go to the drama. You let it come to you. You never go to it, because baby, them tables will turn in a heartbeat, and you'll be sitting there looking good and silly and stupid. The judge knew that royalty needed to get out of there, and he doesn't have to live, and he doesn't have to live in the same state to be a father. Exactly. Kamari just moved to Vegas. He can fly. That's the same thing I was saying. He can fly on out there, and more, like I said, more than likely, considering she's out of state now, CJ, again, hypothetically speaking, because we don't know, the records are sealed, but according to Nevada law and probably in other states as well, when the parent lives out of state, then guess what? The other parent, they'll get them for the holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, spring break, fall break, because now they got fall break for kids. I said we didn't have that growing up. Fall break, we was always in school. Now these kids get out more than child. They get out all the time. I said we ain't never got out that much. So they got fall break, spring break, and then they get out for like parent teacher conference. They give him out 2 or 3 days for that. We didn't get out for none of that. And then they got summer. So he'll be entitled to have them with him, all those little holidays if he chooses to, which I can't see him flying out after and bringing them back, like how Kamari is, because Kamari was coming out because she was adding to the content when him and Royalty was together. But now him and Royalty ain't together. I can't see him flying them back and forth like that for fall break, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Well, they have to probably pick a holiday. So fall break, Thanksgiving, or Christmas, and then spring break, and then the summer. You see what I'm saying? I can't see him doing that for that, because that's gonna get pretty costly for him. And it just, that's he's not gonna do that. I don't see him doing that. Talking about throwing things in Royalty's face and grabbing her kid, put it exactly, and put him in a dark room. Y'all know that was to play victim. Don't get me started on exactly. Hey, walk. I don't read because I was like, I said, what is she doing? When I was watching a video, she was at work and stuff, and and I'm like, I don't even know why they getting on there for this nonsense. I said, when I was listening to it, I gave it a good 10, 15 minutes. I said, okay, let me get on off her. I cannot. But yeah, she's sitting up here defending this individual when what she did, when what she did with yours. You see what I'm saying? Her seed, meaning that part of her bloodline. I try to watch what I say with YouTube, because YouTube is so specific and certain topics. So with her seed, her bloodline, with what Lexi did, and you cool with that? I couldn't be cool with that. I couldn't be cool with that at all. Maybe she couldn't fly down there, but I sure would have called her up on the phone and let her know what I thought, and that I don't appreciate it, and a couple of other things as well. But I couldn't have just sat by and not said nothing. Ain't no way in the world. And then with CJ being her son, honey, he would have got an earful from me. Okay. Well, number one, if I had a son, he wouldn't have never even been that kind of man. Number one. So let me just say that. He wouldn't have been that kind of man. Y'all see Tavy's live last night. I ain't watched none of her lives lately since that last one when they were in the video, and Dale was in the room. I haven't seen any more of her lives. What? No, I'm taking it back. I saw the one where she tried to say Nike was on tour and she was back home in Gary, but I haven't seen any more since then. Y'all see Tavy's live last night. They were asking to see CJ, and she was like, I don't know if he want to be on camera today. Then when she showed him, he looked at, what? I gotta see her live. She don't know if he want to be on live on camera. Cause Tavy, she messy, y'all. She gonna put it all out there. That's the only thing I like about watching her, cause she gonna show the stuff that other people don't show. So I do need to get back on her lives and catch up, cause she be showing stuff. I be like, ooh, Tavy is messy, but I am here for it, cause she be showing all the tea. Don't know nothing. She done lost, exactly. Storm done lost all of them. And sitting on her trying to tell somebody what they need to do, but you can't address somebody. Child, you should have more heart than that. She ain't got no heart, honey. Child, none whatsoever. Tavy is very messy, and I've learned that. So when I need to find out something, I need to go to her page, because she gonna say it and don't have no filter. She do not care. CJ is going broke allegedly, so even if she's awarded big bucks, it's only a matter of time before it. I know. I thought the same thing, Cam. I thought the same thing. I said it's only a matter of time, because he's raking in at least maybe based on his old videos and all of that stuff, because I was looking up views and how much you get paid for views and stuff, and I was like, so CJ, he's raking in at least he might be making a little bit more. He's raking in at least 30,000 a month, if not a little bit more. Don't quote me, because they look at all kind of different factors. His old videos getting viewed and his current videos getting viewed, and again, remember, he's got to take a portion out for paying back that payday loan and everything. So he's got to pay that out. But if and then that's another thing. Let me bring that up when it talks about child support. They're going to look at both parents' income, like I had mentioned before. They'll look at both parents' income. And of course, he's the one that makes more money than her. They look at both. He's the one that makes more money. And she is the primary custodial parent, as we see. He wanted to be the primary custodial parent, but that was never going to happen. I don't know why people thought that was going to happen. He's not a fit parent, allegedly. Again, this is for entertainment purposes and educational purposes. CJ is going to go broke, allegedly. So if she's awarded big bucks. It's only a matter of time before he can't pay. I'd be living my life like his money doesn't exist. Yeah, and that's what she's been doing, Cam. That's what she's been doing. She's definitely been living like it doesn't exist because she can't rely on that. It's just like somebody that ain't famous on YouTube. That is, that's just like somebody that ain't famous and they is supposed to pay child support and yeah, and y'all don't have friends and family members and they be like, child, he couldn't even pay that little $30 a week and take it down there to the courts. He couldn't take it down there to the child support office. He couldn't even pay $30 a week, and so he getting ready to be just like it. He ain't gonna be able to pay whatever it is he's supposed to pay. I saw Shauna's video earlier where she was talking about she was counting the money when Royalty was flipping it out. She was counting the money. I was rolling when she said it. I said, "Oh, she got good eyesight. She seen that real quick." Because I was playing it back a couple times trying to see. I was like, "How much money was she counting out?" But yeah, I seen that. And CJ, he ain't doing all that no more. He ain't doing all that. Royalty's smart. She stacked her money, stacked it, and put it away. And like she said, people were asking when is she gonna get her a new vehicle. And like she said, things happen. Life happens. She got a nice vehicle. So I don't understand why people are so pressed about what she's driving. She driving cars better than half the people that be on YouTube nowadays. A walk, I called Revy big glasses word last night with her word. She had them on when I just watched her while she was at work because she was doing. Oh, I don't see how she work them hours, 5 to 5. Whoo, my goodness. Hey, Kiara, I don't see how she can work him hours. CJ's tired of them. That's why he's playing games so much. Exactly. He don't really want to be with them, and we about to see it, y'all. I can't wait till he do a video. He might not even. I don't think he can talk about the child support. Excuse me, the child custody case, but he gonna get on there talking, and we gonna see just how miserable he is. I can't wait to see it. And don't get me wrong, y'all. I'm not wishing nobody's downfall, but I just think he needs to learn his lesson. And sometimes people have to learn their lesson the hard way. If he had just done it right and participated and worked with Royalty, guess what? She only wanted, what was it, $2,000 a month? That's all she wanted, and he wouldn't be going through what he's going through now and what he's about to go through. So he has to learn this lesson. So please, I don't want people to think other side. I don't want them to think I don't really care. But, I'm just saying that he has to learn his lesson for him to become a better person. If he's able to become a better person. This is for educational purposes. This man needs to learn. Bree, did you watch her live last night? She said she didn't know if CJ wanted to be on camera yesterday. That Emma for over there. He's over there depressed, y'all. He's over there depressed. Nike out here saying Buki all day. Now, A-Walk, she stole your work. Nike's having her ball, y'all. She's down here and she got paid. She got paid from YouTube and she was out partying with her sister and everything. But remember they was talking about Royalty. Child, like I said, we all know that everybody gets paid on that day and ain't nothing wrong with it because honey, it's a good living. It's a good living and it's an honest living. So I don't even understand what the problem is. About somebody getting paid from YouTube. It's definitely going to flip because she is the aggressor. Definitely the aggressor. Let me see what else. Reby Jack. Y'all, who was that? Who was at the comment? Entrepreneur 44. That's what I said when I seen when they were saying Reby. I thought it was Reby Jackson. So I was hollering, singing Centipede and everything. That old song by Michael Jackson's sister, Centipede. And then when somebody said it's Reby, I said, oh shoot, I thought it was Reby Jackson, like Reby Jackson. Reby, no, Jackson don't care nothing about the twins, let alone her own. Show don't. She show don't. She up there taking money and using Carlos. This poor man, he up there busting his behind for this woman. And he loves this woman too. And I don't even know why. And he busting his behind and she steady stealing money and tucking it and hiding it and everything. She is wrong for that. As a new girlfriend, you could never invite. Exactly. What's her name? Lexi should not have even wanted to get. I've been like, you know what? I don't want to. Well, I'm going to tell y'all this. I would have been like, I don't want nothing to do with it, but I'm going to tell you this. When you get older, you don't date no man with no little bitty kids. Most women don't do that. Lexi's young. He couldn't have got with no woman his age or a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? Because most women won't want to deal with that type of stuff because usually it's gonna be some drama attached, whether it be from the male or the female. Well, in this case, Lexi's younger and she got all into it and she brought the drama. But a lot of people don't date men with younger kids. So that's probably the reason why he got with Lexi because she wasn't gonna say nothing. She was gonna be so starstruck and thinking he was somebody else. So That makes sense. That's the reason why he got with her. She less experience, all of that. He could influence her, thinking and all of that. But yeah, generally the rule is as you get older, most women, they prefer not to date men with younger kids, and CJ knows that. So that's the reason why he got with Lexi. And then, like I said, she turned out to be the one that was the aggressor the whole time, along with CJ. Let me not leave out CJ and Nike as well. That's how Queen and Chris sells custodies. I keep hearing about them, but I've never ever watched them. I might need to pull them up and check it out because I keep hearing a lot of people talk about that. Chris Sales. CJ never really wanted to be bothered. No, he didn't. He didn't. He did not want to be bothered. Miss D's, I would really feel comfortable fighting my man's child just to exactly. I would exactly. I'd be like, I ain't nothing to do with that. This is no, no, no. She violating that phone policy on. Ain't she AWOL? Ain't she? Ain't she? Because I was like, what is she over there doing? This one is just on that phone and, like it ain't no tomorrow. And I know you can't be on break all of them times. You get you what, 2:20s or 2:15s. I think it's 2:15s. And then your little half an hour break. You know what I'm saying? And then when you walking across that big old long warehouse to go to the break room, that's 5 minutes. And you get to sit down for what? 10-15 minutes, go to the bathroom, and then you got to walk back. So honey, she is violating all kind of policies, working up her all kind of policies. So that's what got me. I said, my God, what is this woman doing? When I seen her sitting down with a hood on her head, I said, she's sitting down at the job and talking on the camera. Now, maybe on the phone with the earpiece, I could see that, but she on camera. Hopefully, Royalty Show Dale getting, yeah. And the judge says, I thought that same thing, Pamela. I thought the same thing. That's why I said with the record being sealed, we don't even know if he is even allowed to be around them right now. Maybe sooner or later he could be given supervised visits, but she could have very well showed that, and I'm sure that could have been a part of the evidence. He may not even be allowed to be around them like that right now, if anytime soon. So exactly, I thought the same thing, Pamela, when I saw that the court records were sealed and the fact that he wasn't saying nothing. All of that stuff is now biting him in the butt. I'm trying to see that clip that Lexi said something about Royalty when CJ was on Twitch. Oh, I need to go find that. This girl's obsessed with her single Lexi, single white female. She's obsessed with Royalty, this black female. They from Gary, all our idiots. Nike was talking like she had a boyfriend. I thought that's what she was talking to. Then she talking about going to this concert, talking about she had a boyfriend in jail and was supposed to come out and go to live. I remember that, and she was supposed to go live with her in Vegas. And now I'm thinking she's lying. She was. Child, who is this said that? Georgia, you know what I've learned about Nike? Don't nobody want her. And again, I ain't trying to be mean. I'm just keeping it real. Don't nobody want her because somebody who carries themselves like it, as a woman in her mid-30s, because she's not in her early 30s, in her mid-30s, a woman who carries herself like that, who gonna want to make that? Who gonna want to make that they woman? Who gonna want to put a ring on that finger? None. Ain't nobody. And then look how she dressed every day of the week. Look how she dressed. I'm tired of seeing that same black bodysuit. I'ma scream if I see it one more time. I said, she is wearing this black bodysuit again? How many do she got? That's what I want to know. I'm hoping she got at least 5 or 6 in the closet, because if she's wearing that same one over and over again, y'all, I like I said, I'm a scream because I'm tired of seeing it. Every time you turn around. Hey, get lit with Granny. It was his last straw. Exactly. That was his last straw. I'm tired of her sitting there wearing that black bodysuit. And again, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just going to need for you to change it up a little bit. Just please change it up, Nike. That's all we ask. Now, I swear, I believe he tried to get Royalty back. So he settled. Exactly. He tried to get her back. He was calling her 24/7 and it didn't work. And so basically he finally saw that it wasn't going to work. So he went on to settle with what he had, I honestly thought that he could do a little bit better than Lexi. You know what I'm saying? What was that? Who was that girl he was talking to down in Texas at one time? She seemed like she was a cute girl, but he chose to be with that thing. For the life of me, I don't understand that. Becky, brain cells fried. We get it. CJ definitely wanted Royalty back. He was trying to make Royalty jealous. Exactly. How he gonna make somebody jealous with that? You see what I'm saying? You can't make okay. This is how it works. Like if it's some men in here, y'all. If it's some men in here, this is how it works. When you want to try to make a woman jealous, you got to level up. You don't go down. You gotta level up. That woman she gotta have more than the woman that left you. She's gotta be more than the woman that left you. You cannot make a woman jealous with somebody beneath them. Okay. So if CJ ever listen to this video, CJ, now you know. Now you know. You cannot make a woman jealous with somebody that's beneath her. That's not how it works, sweetheart. You got to level up before a woman's gonna even turn around and look and be like, okay, I see him. But other than that, she gonna laugh. And I'm sure Royalty laughed a billion times. It doesn't work like that. That's why I told y'all, he don't know nothing. He's so smart. He's stupid. He's so smart. He's stupid. He don't know nothing. He just out there just doing stuff and trying to put stuff together and again don't know what he's doing. So bet I'm gonna tap in. Let me see what read some more comments. Hey Harriet Tubman, Miss Harriet Tubman. I don't feel sorry for him. He was listening to PJ and all of his supporters when they told him to take her to court, and that's what child. Can't listen to everybody. He all he had to do, y'all, was get here on Google. You know, Google got everything. I love some Google because Google tell you everything you wants to know. And he could have got on Google and Google half of this stuff and found out and made some informed decisions and not have himself looking like he's looking now. He wasn't thinking. Y'all heard Royalty say she glad for the slip up. Yep. And then she also had mentioned sometimes you got to play the fool to beat the fool, So, she just played along with it all along. How That's what he said. I see you, Mark. I smoke crack. How about that? Where's what's his name at? Is he gonna put that up tonight? Cap. Every time I see it, when I first seen that, I said, did she really say that? Was she really meaning that? Because why would she say something like that? I'm happy I caught that shit before. That was out of pocket. Exactly. I was, exactly. I'm smoking crack. How about that? Nike and them just partying. They gonna be broker than a joke. And the hot boys did so quick. Broker than a joke. Get lit with Granny because they partying up too much. Too much. Girl, you is a bartender. Go and get you some liquor from the liquor barn, whatever kind of what you call that liquor outlet that they got. Go get you some liquor and make y'all drinks at home and turn on y'all some music and sit by the pool and have the little light on and just enjoy yourselves. All that partying, going out paying $25 and $30 for a drink. I wish I would. I wish I would, because that's just too much money. They are spending too much. Ain't no way in the world. Got to be smart nowadays, because like I said, CJ, he about to turn his back on all of them. Nike dirty and nasty. And what Shauna say with that old synthetic red rig on when she said that, I was like, is that synthetic? Because I ain't never wore like the full wig. I always twist my hair and put the little dreadlocks on them or whatever. Put them up in dreads and everything and wrap them in a khaki hair. To make it look like the hair's kind of kinky. I like that look. So I was like, is that a synthetic wig she got on? CJ don't have a type. He don't. I ain't got no type. He ain't got no type for real. She don't know how to change it up. She been copying off Royalty for all them years. Exactly. When I looked at some of her old videos, and I could even talk different. She didn't even talk the way she talks now. And I was like, Nike sounds different now. She didn't have that same sound, so I don't know what she done changed up. I guess she changed the voice too. I don't know. He even threatened. And I heard that, but I never got to see that picture or that video or anything or whatever that was circulating. I never got to see that. I guess it was taken down real quick. But I heard about that. That's what he did. Nike is a hot mess. Becky, whatever, come to Los Angeles, you'll see a lot of Becky's. Nothing special. Okay. Yeah, California is what they say, Hollywood, full of fake people. Nike loves wearing. She does. Charlene Chappelle, she does love to wear that stuff. That's why I said when she went out to see that one little boy that was rapping, I said, what does she have on? Because what she has on, that's tacky. That's tacky. If you're trying to get you a rapper, I'm gonna need for you to level up and go and shop and get you some better clothes, honey, because that stuff it's okay if you want to wear it everyday wear, but if you're trying to be around some celebrities and stuff, I'm gonna need for you to get you some red bottoms or something and a cute little dress, from I don't know where she can get it from out there in Vegas, but get you a cute little dress or something that shows class. You know what I'm saying? She can't be out there trying to compete with some of them other girls who will make her run and hide up under rug. She can't compete with them. That social worker called CPS on CJ because she said she was watching CJ video and And see the child. Okay, seen the child, and she was going to make sure they do some. Oh, I wonder who CPS work called CPS. That social worker called CPS on CJ. See, he might slip up at some point and tell us, but I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be able to. The fact that he's sitting over with his head down, I'm gonna have to go and pull Tavy's live up and scroll through it to that part and see it, so I can laugh. Yeah, CJ mad at Tavy. She lightweight and op. I think she is too. Getting it with Granny, because remember I just said, I said she be giving us all the tea. She be showing stuff, and you be like, why is she showing this? Do she realize? Yeah, she is. She is. She like, I don't care. That's why I said, if I want to go find something out, I need to go Tyler Tavy's space because she gonna tell it all. Hey Tina, checking in from Chicago, checking in. Hey. Let me read some more of these comments. Tina, we was just talking about the child custody and everything, and the fact that people were saying that royalty couldn't take them out of state, and when in fact she could, because more than likely, she probably asked CJ, could she, take the kids out of state, and of course he was going to say no. So then the next step will be to go before the judge and petition the judge with all of her reasons as to why it would be in the best interest of her and the twins to move out of state. And obviously she presented those reasons to the judge, and the findings were in support of her, and that's the reason why she's gone. And so CJ, he can't say nothing. And Royalty told us that she got a record sealed, and with those records sealed, I'm assuming allegedly, and YouTube, this is for educational purposes and entertainment, I'm assuming allegedly that he probably can't talk about it either, because he has not said not one red thing. He ain't said nothing. He ain't spent a penny, not one red cent on this topic. Okay, he ain't said nothing. So that's the reason why I'm assuming and thinking that there's a gag order in place as well, which is good for him. He needs to be quiet. Hey, let's keep it real. Hey, Michelle Grant. No type. I ain't got no type. Yeah, he don't. CJ, because he had royalty, and and then he just went downhill after that. CJ knows I was going to say something else, but I might get in trouble on YouTube, so I ain't going to say it. CJ knows he lost the good one. He did. That's why he holding his head down in shame. Walk at shame. Do that walk of shame. He need to walk that walk of shame. Every time she talk about her new wigs, when we see the wig, it's another red wig like all the others. Exactly. I hope she at least named them like Kim did on Tardy for the Party in Atlanta Housewives. I hope she at least gave my name. My goodness, because this is ridiculous. All these different red wigs at that. Change it up, or a different color at least. Oh, what a wonderful parent Nike be. Never show us what she doing with her daughter. Royalty has all the memories with her children. Exactly. I ain't seen neither one of them lately. I ain't seen Kamari lately on nothing. They told on themselves and showed exactly what they were doing, dummies. Oh, and then Tina, that just kind of came in. I was just also talking about where these people are saying that Lexi ought to sue royalty, and I was saying, and Lexi talking about she's gonna sue royalty, and I was saying that Lexi needs to sit down and just close her mouth, because this can flip the script, and if she tries to sue royalty, and then royalty comes to court, because she would have to come to court to address it, and then royalty start bringing up all the stuff that has been going on, and then the judge will turn around and look at Lexi and be like, oh, okay, so this is what's been going on, and she'll get her own self in trouble. So it was my suggestion that Lexi just needs to sit down and sit this one out and let bygones be bygones, because like I said, she can play herself in the end. She can play herself in the end listening to these other people. We wasn't telling royalty to do nothing crazy and stupid against YouTube bitches for educational purposes. We wasn't telling royalty to do nothing crazy and stupid. We wasn't telling her that. We were helping her and and suggesting that she make informed decisions and then make the right move, and that's exactly what she was doing. And of course she had a good lawyer and her mom right beside her as well. CJ, he just listening to any and everybody, and it looks like Lexi's doing the same thing. So she can go on and run her mouth and run down there and file some kind of court proceedings or something all she won't, but it's gonna backfire on her. Trust and believe that it's gonna backfire on her. So like I said, she should just be quiet. That money he had made him feel like he was better than anyone that had less money than him. Exactly, because he already said he didn't listen to people with less money. He's so ignorant in his mind. Better than meant smarter than, and it's just dumb. It really is dumb, because just because you think exactly get lit with granny, just because you think that you have more money doesn't make you smarter, doesn't make you smart. In fact, like I said, he made millions on YouTube, and he doesn't have anything to show for it. He didn't even try to invest in anything, any kind of real estate outlet, talking about he was investing money and getting this and getting that. I don't believe it for one second. I don't believe it at all. I think that was just he was just fronting and stunting for Instagram and YouTube. Yes, the lady did say she's going to make sure people, oh, go to CJ's house. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So we don't know where this is going to go to. Any social worker watching is obligated to call. Yeah, they're called mandated reporters. Yep, they're called mandated reporters. If the case is able to be sealed, does that mean it's over or closed? That's a good question. Just because it's sealed, I don't think I would have to do some research, but I'm just going to say that doesn't mean that it's over, meaning that, either party could always go back to court and bring up something or another about whatever the case may be. And we know that will be CJ. Well, I want to get my kids for this time, and maybe they might not agree on a particular time that he wants to get them. So he might well want to go back to court for that. So because it's sealed, that doesn't mean that it's actually over, because he can always open something up and go open it back up and then go back, or start a new file and go back to court and complain about. I could see him doing that, Yolanda. I could definitely see him doing that. That's a good point to bring up, because I didn't even think of that, and I definitely would need to research him more. Maybe CJ will post a video. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work because everybody gonna be laughing in the comments. Everybody gonna be laughing in the comments. This phone getting on my nerves. Tavy is how we know Lexi was making Dale. Exactly. Tavy was showing it. And exactly, Tavy was showing it all. I'm like, get lit with Granny. She kind of lightweight on the an op inside of that house. So, we might have to pay her a little bit more attention, because she be spilling the beans, okay? He needs to tell us why he got he ain't gonna never tell it. Maybe now that they be in a different state, maybe they'll tell it. Hey, let's keep it. Hey, Nessa K, the nation always going live when I'm out in the street. I'm sorry, out in the streets. Just left Dave and Buster's. What I miss. We on here talking about royalty moving. And does she have the right to take the kids out of state? Because different people were talking about that she doesn't have a right, and she does have a right to take the kids by law. And we were looking at the different laws of Nevada that speak on her being able to go to the judge and prove that she does have a reason why she wants to take the kids out of state. And one of the laws is NRS 125C.007 and 2. So anybody, like I said, anybody can look that up on the internet, and it can read the different reasons for the best interest of the child concerning developmental needs, physical needs, the ability of the parents to meet the child's need, whether a parent gets another job out of state. Concerning royalty, it could be different business opportunities, so it's going to be in the best interest for them to relocate so she can support their family, because we know CJ hadn't been paying a dime. The need of the child to maintain a relationship with their siblings, of course, and the physical and mental health of each parent. And for the health and mental health and physical health of royalty, she needed to move. So basically, that's what we were talking about. So any of the people that could be in the bushes listening, like I said, read up on those NRS 125C laws of Nevada, and you will surely see that everything that y'all been hearing on the other side is not correct. It's just simply not correct. People can come up with their own hypothesis of what they think is going on, but it's in writing as to what could possibly. Okay, let me read some more comments. I don't know why this internet's acting crazy, because I'm sitting right here upstairs where the internet is. So I don't even know why it's acting crazy, and I ain't even moving the phone either. No content to post. They ain't got none to post. None. I'm surprised Nike been posting. So, people that do want to get some commentary off of that, at least that's a little something. He a fool showing that camera in his daughter's face. It's as if he's asking for help. His damn self. Ain't nobody gonna help CJ, because nobody feels sorry for him. I'm so glad you're helping CJ's groupies, the short bus community. And that's if they listen, Miss Diane. They probably won't even listen, and that's fine, because they probably on here listening. But it is what it is, y'all. It says pure and simple. Again, everything is allegedly, and this is for educational purposes. But if some of these factors have been submitted to the judge, and the judge deemed it okay for her to move. That's why she has, in fact, been able to move, because she was able to prove to the judge that it would be in the best interest to relocate. And that's why she's been able to move. It has nothing to do with CJ. Girl, don't piss me off. It has nothing to do with CJ and him not agreeing to it. He's not the author and the finisher. He's not that individual. Although he thinks he is in his mind and that he controls everything, no, baby, it's always somebody higher than him. And obviously he has mud on his face right now. That's why he can't say a word. That's why he can't say a word. CJ made all kinds of mistakes. Exactly. All kind of mistakes. And if people truly cared and loved him, family members included, they would sit down and talk to him. Nobody's sitting down and talk to him. And that to me, that's sad. Cause don't nobody care nothing about him. Nike, she act like she down for her baby daddy. She ain't even sat down to talk to him. And that's sad. I will say that that's sad. Cause nobody really cares about him. Only person that really cared about him was royalty, and he ruined that. He ran the person away that cared about him the most. Over what? A piece of what? Come on now, you getting older. You got to make better decisions than that. You have got to, when you become a man, you think as a man. Child, he was still thinking like he 25, 30 years, no, excuse me, 20 to 25 years old. That's the things that you do then. Go on and get your running out. He won't keep on running and he's in his 30s. Sit your behind down, because he ain't gonna have nothing. Yes, but when the court see that video of him actually videotaping his child, yes, exactly. And that's what I keep thinking. Pamela Queen. That's what I was thinking. I said, I know that was probably part of the evidence, allegedly, and it's for entertainment purposes and educational purposes. But if that was admitted, what they call it, admissible in court, then child, yeah, it would be over. It would be over. The other side is so slow. Who will post stuff in storage to go on a road? Thank you. Who gonna put stuff in storage to go on a road trip? Okay. Think about it. She said she had to be out. Today is what? The 30th. And so that's the last day of the month. She had to be out, because everybody know when you stay a little bit longer, say past that time, they're going to expect you to pay some rent past that time. So she had to be out. So you mean to tell me she done put all this stuff in storage and we can ready take a trip? And hold up, man, y'all. School's still in session, but we can ready take a trip. We can ready go shopping and having some fun, and knowing school's still in session. It don't even make sense. My gosh, the stuff that people say and think. So what she exactly? She's not getting lit with Granny. She's not kidnapping him. She's relocating so she can probably already got the school set up and everything. Royalty and her mother and her kids was the only true family. Exactly, Miss Diane. They were the only true family that he had, and he's so messed up that he ran the people away that was there for him. That people like him, that's what they do. They're so messed up in the head that they don't even know when somebody's really in a corner for him, really in a corner from him. He didn't even realize and understand that, or he was so cocky and didn't care that they were there for him, because he felt like, well, they gonna be here, they ain't gonna know where I'm making all the money. Wrong again. Wrong again. You cannot hold a good woman down. I don't care how much money you got. CJ can't make no videos because all his videos was about royalty and the twins. Exactly weird. It must be exactly chatterbox that he can't say anything or make a video about. Exactly. I really think that he got that gag order on him. I really do. And Tavy trying to show it. Y'all got to go check Tavy out because she's messy. Used to make small little Smile of the Worms video in a video, and Tavy would comment under Royalty's video. I heard about that, but I never went and seen the comments that she would make. I never did go get to see them. The tea room is getting paid for CJ, I feel, because she always talking about Royalty in a bad light. Yeah, I seen the video. Was it yesterday that she did? Well, if that is the case, allegedly, he ain't gonna have no money to pay nobody. None. Royalty and D-Lo had CJ best interests at heart. Exactly. I know D-Lo glad that he went on and got out of Dodge, because now D-Lo doing his own thing, and guess what? CJ ain't doing nothing. So I know D-Lo's glad he made that decision, or however it happened, and got out ahead of times, so he didn't have to deal with all of the stuff that's going on now. Dealing with none of that stuff that's going on now. Because Royalty, like I said, if she want to, she can bring all of them into the court to talk about what was going on in that house under what do you call that? Under what you call it when you go to court under subpoena. They could be subpoenaed to go to court and testify and be ordered to testify as to what was said or what was done, and they cannot lie, of course, because that would be perjury. Again, this is for educational purposes, YouTube, and for entertainment purposes. So again, they might all need to just sit down and just go on about their business, enjoy their life, especially you, Lexi, because you have a lot that can be used against you. So while you sitting here talking about Lexi, talking about gonna sue, don't let them people pump your head up and tell you that you need to sue, because it's gonna backfire. That's why Ree behaved royalty. She know that royalty and her family showed him genuine love. Exactly, something she couldn't show them because we know what she was out there doing. So that's why she's mad when she should have been happy. That's what's so sad. Shoot, but yeah, y'all. So I just wanted to get on here and go over that information as to exactly what was going on. Look, Lexi looking high to the world. Thinking she's somebody. She ain't nobody. Yep, seriously, Becky, what you gonna sue? She can't sue. That's the thing about it. She can't exactly sue her for a beauty. She can't sue her for anything. So that's just baffles me as to where this is coming from. What grounds does she have to stand on? And then does Lexi have the money to even get a lawyer? Does she have money to get a lawyer? Ain't no lawyer gonna want food with that. And again, and then that's another thing. She would probably more than likely have to go downtown and just file it herself and go to small claims court. What lawyer gonna take some of this What lawyer is gonna take that nonsense on? None. And then what money do she got to pay? So when you think about all of it, they just running off at the trap, running off at the trap. Let me see what to get what Granny said. Hey, this dude told me I couldn't go mess with them people so in Cali, y'all, but I was ready. Told you we couldn't go mess with them. Y'all make sure y'all on y'all way in and on y'all way out. Lexi had no case. She ain't got no case, Renee. None. That's the thing. Talking about some damn Jeepers Creepers. I just seen that come across my feed on YouTube, Jeepers Creepers. I hope D-Lo make a rap about royalty getting full custody. And one thing that kind of made my man a hater, one thing that kind of made me kind of mad about D-Lo, y'all, because I ain't forgot. Remember, I don't be forgetting nothing, y'all. Remember D-Lo, he was on there, and then CJ was trying to get him to talk about royalty, and he was talking about royalty, but then, he kind of like backed away and shied away from it. I ain't forget about that. I didn't appreciate D-Lo doing it, because he knew that royalty wasn't a bad person. And so what if they had arguments in the house and D-Lo seen it and may have heard some things? That was their relationship. He knows how CJ is and was at that time. So whatever they was arguing about and maybe he didn't like, and why he felt like he had to stick up for CJ, I didn't agree with that, and I still ain't forgot about that. So that's why I'm not 100% D-Lo either, because I remember what he said on the camera. I can't remember verbatim, but it was something that wasn't polite. It wasn't sweet. It wasn't supporting. It was on CJ's side, and he was basically trying to talk about royalty, and I was like, the nerve of him. Lexi saying she will sue for CJT channels. What? Lexi saying she will sue is for CJ's T channels. Oh, she can't. Again, who gonna take on her case? Who gonna take on her case, Liz? Ain't nobody gonna take on her case. And then two, what money do she got to pay a lawyer? She got to have at least $500 to $1,000 retainer fee. She ain't got that. I feel Nike went to Gary to put him back on child support. She better. She better. Because I don't think CJ got custody of Kamari. I think she just living there with him. She better. She got some sense. She better go on and put him on child support. Getting $5,000 per child. She feeling dumb for taking him out. She better do it. Lexi has not sold a house yet. Show ain't. She can't sue with her dumb self. She brought her for the fight. Plus, she brought Nike to fight. Then she kicked. And all of that's being saved on YouTube. Everybody got clips of that. All of that's being saved. So ain't nothing she can do. Right, Anita? I even asked Jinx, he don't want to be bothered with none of the mess, because he knows his brother. D-Lo on my hate list. Black Beauty. Yeah, I don't think he's a horrible person, but I never forgot, how he tried to, hate on royalty for the sake of making CJ look good. I remember that video, and I was like looking at him like, I can't believe D-Lo's going out like it. I would have never thought, but he did, and I ain't never forget. Royalty didn't even threaten Lexi at all. Royalty barely said anything on the internet, much less about her, because Royalty knows Lexi is a nobody. She is a nobody, exactly. Why argue with the fool? Lexi spent CJ money, and If the judge say you can move it right, Kyla. If the judge said that she can move, which obviously the judge did, that's why she moved. So people need to get that through their head. Lexi can't sue for harassment when she participated in a whole music video. Exactly, harassing. It's so much out there on her that she should. I would advise her to just have several seats. If I was her lawyer, I would advise her to have several seats and get out of this drama. I don't know why what is Lexi's mama doing? Why is her mama not telling her, you need to just stop, just start backing out? This has gone way too far. You won't be with CJ. You won't be with CJ. That's fine. Going to be with him, but don't entertain this. I don't understand why her mama's not telling her this. These are things, you would think that she should know this, but her mama needs to talk to her because she's going to make herself she's gonna hurt herself in the end financially. She's gonna hurt herself in trying to go some kind of somewhere with her real estate license. She's gonna mess herself up all the way around. I feel D-Lo wants to talk, but he signed a and I keep hearing people saying that he signed his contract. CJ ain't got a leg to stand on. If somebody talk after they done sign this little NDA or whatever, child, that thing probably ain't worth the paper it's written on. Here, did he sign it? Is it a legal document? Number one, it was, was it signed in front of a lawyer? Number two, you see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? Was it drafted by a lawyer? Then number two, was it signed in front of a lawyer or a notary public? You see what I'm saying? So again, CJ, he's so smart, he's stupid. So a lot of the things that he's been doing, he didn't think it all the way through. And I bet you that in them NDAs ain't worth the paper that they've written on here. Bet you they not. So I'm sure it's ways around it because I'm sure it wasn't drafted by a lawyer. And then number two, it probably wasn't signed in front of a lawyer, nor was it signed in front of a notary public. So therefore, you can fight that, simply put. So that's why I said these people, child. Hey, daddy's girl. No problem. No problem. But the updates. Exactly. So again, a lot of things that CJ's done, it can be undone because he's not smart. I don't think a lot of his stuff is legally binded in anything he's got people to sign. Jinx got out that mess. He knew it was messy, and he ain't said not one word. And I commend him, because he's more man than CJ could ever be. He ain't said one word. He don't want nothing to do with it. He ain't brought his family around. He's staying far away as possible, and I commend him for doing that. I really do. The other brother, child, I don't know what to say. I can't understand why Lexi keep trying to compete with Royalty. Exactly. I don't understand it. That girl's obsessed. She's obsessed with her allegedly. I'm gonna read a few more comments. And Jinx is cool with Royalty because he knows his family did her wrong. Exactly. CJ did Jinx wrong too. Show did, because when he started coming up, he didn't even help his brother out of nothing. And look, what I tell y'all, when you're not looking out, not saying you don't have to give people money out of your pocket. It's your time. It's your, being there for an individual. It's the little things that a person does that makes a difference. And guess what now? CJ's about to be in a position where he's gonna need some help, and ain't nobody gonna help him. Ain't nobody gonna help him. Her mom seems to be slow. She might be, because all she does is come over and fix stuff, which, like I said, I ain't no way in the world I'm coming over and putting nothing together. Put what together? I didn't come over here for all that. He wouldn't like me. I would have told him about himself and everything, so I probably would have been able to come over. And I would have hurt his feelings too. I would have hurt his feelings, and he just be like, I don't like her. What does a mom do all day? That's what I'm saying, Liz. I'm like, do she work, or did she work it out? That's what I'm wondering, where that she's involved herself in CJ's mess. Because when it started getting bad, her mama should have told her to move out of all of this, get out of all of this. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way. Lexi mama was in Reevy's comments to up child. See what I'm saying? This woman, he know how to pick them. CJ knows how to pick them, y'all. That's what it is. He know how to pick them. He knows the kind of people to pick to be around him. Child, them people, he attract them kind of people. So that's what that is. Royalty always protected D-Lo from CJ roasting him. Yeah, because she used to ask him, how Royalty would give him that look in in the video. She would look at him, and then CJ would straighten up too, and he would straighten up when she would give him a look. That's terrible, Callie. So her dynamic with her mother is toxic. That's why she act like it. Storm. Yesterday when she kept saying what they were saying, that we're going to jail. Also, let me see, get lit with Granny, and Royalty said D-Lo child gave her Baby fever. Oh yeah, she sure did. I do remember when she said that. For all y'all we know, he may never have had a lawyer. You know what? He could not have had one. And the lawyer couldn't have been that great because if the lawyer was great, guess what? He wouldn't have been running amok out there, as they say, running amok out there, acting a donkey and showing his behind out there, acting a fool, meaning showing his behind. His lawyer wouldn't have he would have stopped him from doing all of that. So the lawyer obviously did not care nothing about him. He was just taking his money. Some people think that they can tell black folk anything and they'll believe it. Thank you. Thank you, daddy's girl. Thank you. I don't know why. That and it's sad. It's really sad. Lexi and her mother run D-Lo because they want exactly. They wanted to eat out the money. Because remember, Lexi, she came in the picture and she started putting stuff together. Remember, she put them bikes together. I said, why is she putting that together? That's D-Lo's job. And then going to get him coffee and breakfast. I was like, that's D-Lo's job now. The royalty is not there because she used to bring his little, little coffee or whatever, his protein drink. She would bring his protein drink. And then Lexi started doing all of that. Exactly. He was jealous of D-Lo because the kids gravitated to him more. So he always roasted him or try to in front of all of the other people all the time. Yeah, basically he was jealous of him. And he did treat him bad. CJ pushed all the genuine people out of his life and I don't feel sorry for him. Yeah, he's gonna learn, y'all. But all in all, like I said, I am glad that royalty is she got what she needed. I'm not gonna say got what she wanted. She got what she wanted. We know that, but she got what she needed that was in the best interest. So for all the people that are in the bushes, you all, like I said, make sure you read up on those laws, NRS 125C.007 1 and 2, and it talks about the best interest of the child when it comes to relocation. And you will find all the answers that you need, and then maybe you all can talk about that, and you don't have to keep putting out misinformation because that's misinformation and it's not good for anybody, y'all. It's not good for anybody. For the people that are reading at the impressionable minds, because we know a lot of young people are watching those videos, and these impressionable minds. That's why a lot of these individuals out here ain't worth the quarter today because ain't nobody teaching them nothing. So here it is for you. You can read up on it and teach these people some stuff so they'll know and understand and stop putting these lies out there. Simply put. But anyway, guys, it's being real. And again, YouTube, this is for entertainment purposes, educational purposes. And I hope somebody, that did not understand what was going on, they have a little bit more knowledge of what's going on and they can research it for themselves. My motto is don't believe nothing I say, you research it yourself. I just told you what to research. But anyway, guys, it's being real, and I will see you all next time.